James Bradberry, I don't understand what the Eagles are thinking throwing at James Bradberry. 2 passes defended. No player was targeted more as the nearest defender in the Giants-Eagles game than James Bradberry, per Next Gen Stats. 6 targets in his direction, 2 completions, 10 yards, 2 passes defended. What the hell? What are you doing? The formula for success against the Giants is to throw anywhere except towards James Bradberry. And maybe this is just an example of Patrick Graham and what he's cooking up. The fact that maybe he's moving James Bradberry around, mixing up the looks. So, the Eagles pre-snap are saying, okay, we're going to throw this side because Bradbury's not on that side, and somehow Bradbury gets on that side. I don't know. I didn't watch all 22, but it's just like, what? That third down play he had where Joe Judge broke it down, the Joe Judge report. Third down play, the Eagles run like a rub pick type concept on the right. So the receiver goes to the sticks, cuts in left, the receiver inside of him kind of does like a mini corner type out pattern, trying to get in James Bradberry's way. Bradberry goes around the long way and somehow still comes in front of the receiver and knocks away on the front side, which is just banana land that he was able to do that. And for Wentz to not make that throw, when it looks, he paused the film and it was like Bradberry is behind, I think it was Holmes, and like trying to get around, and like Wentz is looking and looks like he's ready to throw, and the receiver looks wide open, and within a blink of an eye, Bradbury's around and knocking it away. But again, it's third down. Why are you targeting Bradberry? Makes no sense. Isaac Yiadom is playing better. He had a pass defended. BJ Hill got his hand up once again. Thank you, BJ Hill. And Darnay Holmes coming away with a nice pass defended. Logan Ryan, yet again, leading the squad in solo tackles. Jabrill Peppers, 6 solos, 1 assist, half a sack, 2 tackles for loss. The guy is a maniac right now, if he can stay healthy. We'll talk about Pro Bowl players on the Giants squad, and I really think that I know the numbers don't reflect it if you look at the PFF grades and maybe you look at some other rankings, but it just feels like Logan Ryan and Jabrill Peppers are on the precipice of being Pro Bowl players. Devante Downs didn't have a bad game. There are a couple times where you watch a replay on the run play, and you're like, dude, you just got blown. You're in the stands right now. What are you doing? You getting popcorn? He just gets blown off the ball and is nowhere in the vicinity of the play. And, we'll get to the Eagles stats in a bit, but it must be David Mayo is just not, he was 3 solos, 1 tackle for loss. So maybe they're just trying to slowly work him back into the lineup because they know he's not 100% yet. But I don't know that you can have Devante Downs really as your every down backer, especially on the run, especially in the pass. He just can't cover either. And then Dexter Lawrence. So Blake Martinez only 4 tackles. Not a particularly great game for Blake, but Dexter Lawrence, 2 solos, a sack, and a tackle for loss. Leonard Williams, if you look at this stat line, it doesn't look like he did much, but I bet you he had a bunch of pressures, knockdowns, hurries, all that good stuff. He did have that personal foul where he threw down Wentz that was more out of frustration, I think, than anything. Can't have that. So that sucked, but I still think he had a pretty decent game. Trent Harris is a name that has emerged. Him and Jabal Sheard. It's just like they just signed out of nowhere and are making plays. He combined with half a sack, Jabrill Peppers. And then Darnay Holmes, he only had 1 solo tackle, but I forgot to mention this stat last week. He's the only rookie cornerback with 15 or more targets to not allow a touchdown this season. And that continued against the Eagles game. So that was before the Eagles game. 39 targets, and I think he had a bunch more targets against the Eagles and still has not allowed a touchdown. So that's something to put on your mantle. And then Dalvin Tomlinson, the run stuffer, only 1 assist, no solos, but clogging up lanes.